Oh yeah, we are back. This is Best Foot Forward Shoes. My name is Harrison Cable. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you for everyone who's subscribed recently and liked and commented. Thank you so much for all the support. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you feel like subscribing and checking out some more sneaker content, it's right down below. Thank you so much, and let's get into the video. So today we are going to be checking out the latest collaboration between Union LA and Nike in this Field General beige and brown colorway. Now, if you don't know that much about Union, they are a boutique sneaker and clothing and fashion shop that was opened in New York in the 80s, and they have a store based in LA now, and they've been doing collaborations with Nike for a fair few years now, and they have released some of the hottest colorways and collabs over the last 5 years, like this shoe and this one and this one and this one as well. So I mean, this shoe has a lot of pressure on it to live up to that hype, and honestly, I'm not really sure that it does. But is that a bad thing? I mean, hype is one thing, long-lasting silhouettes and colorways are another. Is this shoe going to be remembered as one of Union LA's best collaborations? Probably not. Is it going to be some people's favorite shoes of 2024? Probably not. But honestly, this shoe is awesome. I think the colors are awesome. I think the comfort is great. I think that this shoe has so many things going for it, and props to Union for doing a great job on this shoe. So the first thing, obviously these shoes come in a box, and they come in a very special box this time. So they come in a box that looks like it is a graffitied locker like you would see in like a typical American high school. I did not have a locker like this because I live in Australia, and a lot of the time we didn't even have lockers. We just carried around huge massive backpacks with like 50 textbooks in them, looking like a big turtle. But hey, you can see where they've been going with this shoebox. My box got a little bit banged up because I was moving around a few shoe boxes behind me there, and it fell off the top, so it's got a little bit of a dent in the side. But again, as long as the shoe is safe inside, that's all I really care about. So in this box you get 2 shoes, which is great because I have 2 feet, so I need one for each. You have a right and a left shoe, which is awesome unless you have 2 left feet, but most people have left and a right. So let's start with the sole of this shoe. It is a very heavy duty, well constructed sole in this brown color with a little tiny hit of maroon along the side here. And in that same maroon color you have on the side a little Union tag, and then on the right shoe you have Nike, kind of bringing it full circle all the way around with this collaboration. A little bit more on the sole, you have these lines on the right on the back and where the ankle is, just adding a little bit of visual detail. You have a very similar traction pattern to the classic Nike waffle pattern that was originally made on the very first Nike running sneaker. A nice little tribute there on the Field General. Moving up from the sole, you have some really nice two-tone suede here running around the toe box, and then on the ankle here, they're in a sort of grey muted cream color that really works well with the rest of the dark patterns and colors that make up most of this shoe. That suede is also present around the lace loops here, which I put the yellow laces in. I just thought that this shoe needed a little bit more yellow or gold, whatever you think it looks more like. So that cream suede really complements this almost pink or lilac leather that you can see around the midfoot and the toe box here. And then just where the front of the ankle goes into the shoe, you have this pink stripe with a reflective 3M grey hit, and that's also present around the back here with this little pull tab right behind the ankle and this little Nike logo. And then finally, the last layer before you get inside the shoe is this very large brown mesh that covers most of the toe area and most of the midfoot underneath the Nike logo. You also have an exposed tongue, which is pretty similar to most other retro Nike runners, giving it that really retro 80s kind of feel that this shoe is obviously trying to recreate. Going inside the shoe now, we have this what feels like a pretty fake low grade shiny leather on the inside here. I'm not amazed by the leather in here. It's clearly pretty low grade, but again, this is not a shoe that is kind of showing off the greatest materials. It's really more for the design, the colors, the collabs, so I'm not going to take points away from them there. Furthermore, on the inside you have an insole, which is a pretty stock standard insole from Nike. However, the left shoe does have Union on the insole, and it has Nike on the other side, on the right side. So props to them for keeping the design language pretty similar across the left and the right shoe. The last little bit of detail I'll mention is this little nice Union LA tag here on the side. You can see that it really just ties everything together. And again, I thought it needed a little bit more gold or yellow on this shoe, so that's why I put these gold laces in there. We will move on to the sizing now, and I got these in my true to size 9 US, which is a 42.5 in Euro sizing. And I would definitely recommend staying with this true to size if you are after one of these pairs. They fit great around the toes, they fit great around the midfoot. There was not much heel slippage. It has a pretty high ankle here, so I wasn't feeling like I was going to fall out of the shoe. Wasn't feeling any discomfort around the midfoot from any panels jutting into my toe or side of my foot like I can do with some pairs of shoes. So overall, I would stay true to size with this shoe. That, however, doesn't mean that these are the most comfortable pairs of shoes I own. I would say that they're very chunky and very heavy on foot. So it doesn't look like that Nike have made any major improvements to the comfort of these from any of the 80s technology. It's your very basic synthetic insole with a rubber sole and your basic waffle traction pattern. I'm not looking for these to be the most comfortable things in the world. I just think they look really awesome. And I think they're great as a more of a fashion shoe than anything else. But again, the comfort is really nothing to write home about. Now, we had a very limited release of these in Australia. I did get these from a resale website, so unfortunately there's not a huge amount of these still available for any good prices, which is just the nature of a Nike and Union collaboration due to their past success with other silhouettes and other models. So I hope you got any sizing information that you needed about this shoe, or you enjoyed my take on the shoe. Let me know in the comments if you picked up any of the other two colorways, this one or this one. The blue and black one is probably one that I would try and pick up if I could find a good deal for it. They are incredibly hard to get as they were a store-only exclusive. So if you do have a pair of those and you think that they are pretty awesome, let me know in the comments. Thank you also if you've watched this far in the video. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot. We'll see you next time.